It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Boston attempt to end a six-game losing streak. Next. Walker Buehler will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Now batting, Mookie Betts. We show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. The 2-1. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people
hit high and deep out to left. Left fielder looking up, still going back. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. A solo home run there for Mookie. Home run number 16 for him on the year. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
This guy has some pop. You can't just lay one in there. What happens? He leads the game off just like that. It's 1-0.
In now, Andrew Benintendi. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Once again, a 3-2. Now a slider here, but this will miss off the plate away, and it's ball 4.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers.
Hey, Dero, up steps one of the best power hitters in the game, and actually he hit one out of the ballpark in his last game.
Yeah, and I hear you talk about all the time they come in bunches for the power hitters, and that's certainly the case right here. Better be very careful throwing anything over the heart of the plate today.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Benintendi gets his lead at first, nobody out. And Alvarez will be there for the first out.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. The 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box, Rafael Devers. 3-2 the count for Rafael Devers.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first.
I guess their scouting reports on this guy were dead on because it's already 2-0 in the early going, and they're having absolutely no trouble seeing him here. On the other side, they're very quickly looking at a game that they're going to have to fight back in.
Into the box now, Michael Chavis. A ball and 2 strikes.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Red Sox lead it 2-0. Eduardo Rodriguez will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
At the plate, Luis Garcia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
The 3-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Taylor is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting second, the center fielder, George Springer.
Digging in, George Springer, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Liner towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting third, the shortstop, Cody.
At the plate, Cody Clemens. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Ready with the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. Fouled away. Runner at first here, one man out. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Now a throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Lifted in the air to center. Taylor is there. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Justin Decker.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Justin Decker. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with ShowTrack. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. 2 out here and a runner at second. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Hit to third. Devers gloves it. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 2-0. Next up for the Red Sox, Jesus Aguilar. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. The 1-2.
Nope.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Heading out towards shallow right. Decker has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
At the plate, Christian Vasquez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
To the plate now, Michael Taylor. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Stepping in now, Mookie Betts. Fouled off. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Standing in, Yordan Alvarez. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 1-2 is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Devers has it, and there's one away.
Batting 6, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Digging in, Pete Alonso. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Runners on first with one down. Two balls and a strike. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Strike two taken. A fastball that clips the inside black. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
And it's fouled away. And 2-2.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
A runner on first with 2 away. Yank, and this ball hits the first base bag, and now it'll rattle up against the wall. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Coming to the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. The set and the 1-1. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. On the run is Benintendi. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We played 2 full. Boston's out in front, 2-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, Andrew Benintendi. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. The 1-2.
Ball up there.
Hard hit towards center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And this one will bounce into the wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
So now to the plate, J.D. Martinez. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. 1 gone here in the Boston third. And that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
At the plate now, Rafael Devers. And a good idea to hold off there as it goes to 2-2 now on the Boston third baseman. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
So it's bases loaded, 1 away, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And the run is in to score from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Hey, not hit all that hard, D-Roll. He muscled it out there for a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, I don't care, Dan. Lawn dart, off the end of the bat, jam sandwich, doesn't matter. Found himself some green grass and gets 2 ribbies.
At the plate, Christian Vasquez pulls this one in the air out to left. Alvarez has it, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Red Sox are out in front, 4-0.
We're just about set to go here as the Blue Jays come to bat in the 3rd inning, and this is an offense that has really been productive this year. They lead all of baseball in runs scored, and maybe the primary reason for that? Home runs. They lead the majors in that category as well. One player told me that pretty much top to bottom, every guy is capable of getting into one. But what really sets them apart, he said, is that they don't have an all-or-nothing approach. They know home runs will come, so getting guys on the bases leads to 2- and 3-run homers instead of just solo shots. Sounds simple, but we all know it's anything but. Matt?
All right, Heidi, thank you. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. George Springer will be next. 3-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Now the pitch. Hard hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 8. Shortstop, Cody Clemens.
Ready for another chance? Cody Clemens. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail here 4-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and that means batting next will be the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. Hard hit ball to short, fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Roll, you see your shortstop get a glove on it. You're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw. And a solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Up next for the Red Sox, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrew Benintendi. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
1 strike.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second, right to him. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for Boston, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Justin Decker.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 3-1. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. Swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and that's the first out.
The left fielder, number 44, Yordan Alvarez.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
In now, Pete Alonso. Fouled away. Belted high in the air out to left. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 21 for him on the season. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Standing in now, Evan White. Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1.
1 strike, the count.
Down the third baseline. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. Jays get one back on the solo home run. We're through 4. It's now a 4-1 game. Joaquin Soria, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Joaquin Soria.
Here's J.D. Martinez, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
The batter, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. Lifetime numbers against Soria. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
So now to the plate, Rafael Devers. Ground ball foul down the left side. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
To the plate now, Michael Chavis, and it's fouled away. One-two pitch is a bit high, and he's back to even at 2-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 14 on the season, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Yeah, he was having zero luck early in the game, striking out twice in 2 at-bats, but it only takes one swing to get back in a groove. That was definitely it.
Into the box now, Jesus Aguilar, and it's 1-2.
1-2.
2 out, nobody on. Hit hard down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
At the plate, Christian Vasquez hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I gotta believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 2-2. In the dirt. Throw goes over to third, and it's too late as he's in there. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Right fielder giving chase, and this will bang up against the wall. The relay on to second, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Henry Ramos gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. In now, Michael Taylor. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. 3 runs already home here. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. From the stretch. And he fouls this one off. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Blue Jays 1. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. Among other things, he brought up their lack of walks as a sign that they're not doing a great job of working the count and laying off pitches outside the strike zone. Going forward, he's hoping to see a better focus on competitive at-bats and more selective swings.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and now it'll be the catcher, Zach Collins.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The 1-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Line toward the alley in left center, and that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Next to bat for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat. A runner at first with no outs here. Right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Taylor has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Striding in once again, George Springer, and their runners at the corners now. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Taken, strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Digging in, Cody Clemens. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. 2 out with the man at first. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Cutter, and that's a called strike 2. The 2-2. Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 8th pitch of the at bat coming up. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. 5 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 7, the Blue Jays 2. Striding in for Boston, Mookie Betts. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Two-one. Here it is. The catcher wanted it down and they got him to chase it for strike 2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Popped him up. Clemens is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 3-1 lifted the other way to left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the DH for the Red Sox. And he chased it in the dirt. Collins is after it, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're on top 7-2. Burke enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for Boston, number 70, Brock Burke.
Stepping in, Justin Decker, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Now the 2-1. back up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, Yordan Alvarez. Outside, 2-1. Burt hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. He's in his third season as a major league player. The 2-1 pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Pete Alonso. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Popped him up. Devers is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Evan White.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Evan White. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. A runner on first with two away. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up, throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for Toronto. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Dylan Floro is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 53, Dylan Floro.
Ready for another shot now, Xander Bogaerts. He went down on strikes last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away. Rafael Devers will be next. 3-2 pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Into the box, Rafael Devers. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Nobody out, runner on first. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Ready with the 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
And here's the 3-2 from him. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box, Michael Chavis. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
At the plate now, Jesus Aguilar. Slow roller out to short. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Red Sox leave 1. They're on top 7-2. Jose Mujica gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Jose Mujica.
Digging in once again, Zach Collins. He singled his last time up. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. The 2-1 home is laid off of for ball number 3.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Full count, 3-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
Boy, not a bad way to end the month. He gets his 3rd hit of this game, and I'm not so sure, Mark, he's going to look forward to the calendar flipping to the next month.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dan, you get 3 knocks the last day of the month, you're feeling frisky heading into the next 30 days.
Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A runner at first with no outs here. Back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cover makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
The 3-1 pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there to Aguilar for the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Standing in, George Springer. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
2 outs here with a runner at third. And he lays off the circle change here as he moves into the driver's seat, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here comes the payoff pitch. Oh, got him looking at the two-seamer, and that'll end it. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Dan Winkler has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 43, Dan Winkler.
Ready to begin the 8th, and next to hit is the catcher, Christian Vasquez. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Into the box now, Michael Taylor. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. All even now, 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Nobody out, runner on first. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 one more time is a fastball that misses.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Now the 3-2 pitch gets him looking up around the letters. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Mookie Betts. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And the payoff pitch. Right side, hit hard. That's through. He's got a base hit, his second in this one. 2 for 5 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Left field.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in two places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Decker is there, 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Two and one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
3 balls.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Digging in now, Xander Bogaerts. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
2 out, bases loaded. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Marcus Walden is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 64, Marcus Walden.
Now at the plate, Cody Clemens. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Standing in now, Justin Decker, and he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Stepping in, Yordan Alvarez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Now a move over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Runners on first with 1 down. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
1 strike.
From the stretch. Fouled off. full count now. 3-2.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. A line shot to third base. And they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the one out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So stepping in, Pete Alonso. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Ready with the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Rounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. 2 out with the man at first. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 left for Toronto. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Sir Anthony Dominguez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-1 home. Devers right field and carrying well. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo home run for Rafael Devers. Number 18 for him on the campaign, as it's now a 6-run ball game. So now to the plate, Michael Chavis. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Stepping into the box, Jesus Aguilar. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. 1 out, nobody on. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez. Count still full, 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. The Red Sox tack on one more thanks to the solo home run. One last shot for the Jays coming up. It's the Red Sox 8, the Blue Jays 2. Brandon Workman, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Number 44, Brandon Workman.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And standing in is the DH, Evan White. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Ripped down the first base line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And the pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Hit sharply toward the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, guys, that fires me up right there. He stuck his nose in there, grinded out a 10-pitch AB, and delivers a knock. That was fun to watch.
At the plate, Zach Collins. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. And he fouls this one off. A runner at first with no outs here. And a little tapper here in front of the mound as this may work as a sacrifice. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So coming to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Last time through was a base hit.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
At the ball. I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 24.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Luis Garcia. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. From the belt, the pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Count remains full. Full count, here it comes. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Final strike for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, it's only been a week, but I guess it probably feels like a million years ago since they had their last win. But this 6-game losing streak is behind them now, so we'll see if they can string some W's together.
8-2 is how this one ends today. The Boston Red Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Eduardo Rodriguez earns win number 7 on the season. Walker Buehler was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Blue Jays, 2 runs, 10 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Paid attendance at Rogers Center this afternoon, 49,282. The Blue Jays thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.